Okay, just a very quick look around the markets this evening. I bought this 66.05 on the FTSE. I'm going to hold that into tomorrow just to see if that can retest 66.40, 66.50 tomorrow and start to break through. And I've misjudged these yen pairs. I bought the yen down here. Saw that we were coming to a lot of resistance and getting some red bars, so took it off at parity. But yeah, I didn't anticipate it dropping, doing a complete round turn, because that's now left that looking pretty ill. So let's start looking at the dailies. So daily US dollar yen. So yesterday was a sell. So we opened on Sunday okay. A little bit of a hangman bar there on Friday. So that's created a downdraft, but I think if that holds this 99.50 area, then that is still buying a pullback tomorrow to see if that can get up to 102. That to me is a potential good stopping bar. There's a lot of support here at 99.20, which is I think we touched that at the low today. So obviously if we break that low tomorrow, then we're coming right back down to the monthly pivot. Sticking to the yen pairs, pound yen had a good move in the euro session. If we look at that, we came into the euro session with these little topping tails, but clinging on to 152.80 areas. I bought that, and again held on to it. But when I saw this weakness up here, just took it off and stood aside. But if we can hold 153, then tomorrow that will be worth a buy. Back to the dailies on pound yen. So I think we're holding okay. I think we're just consolidating. I think at some stage this week, maybe not until GDP on Thursday, but we could break 153.70 and see at least 155. So I would just continue to buy pullbacks in that one. And dollar pairs. So pound US dollar. A little bit of a hangman bar up there, but he's a higher close than yesterday. So that I called all these in the room, by the way. The pound US, pound yen, US dollar yen, and I also said I was long the FTSE. So all the time we're holding up here, I would just continue to buy 60-minute pullbacks. If you look at the 60-minute, actually, let's pull this over here. If you look at this 60-minute chart, you can see we had here's the trend line, dipped below it, then held the daily pivot, and then we moved up into this monthly pivot. So the monthly pivot there is decent resistance. Okay, so Euro US had a good day. It's just not a big mover. It's struggling. And the pullback was bought. And Euro Yen sideways, not quite as positive as the pound yen, but still nonetheless less positive. Some of the other charts, pound Aussie dollar. I still think if that can just cling on, we can break this 166 and move higher, but I do admit that is not great. And I think if we get 164, that could be a good buy if we see that in the run up to GDP. CAD yen couldn't hold 97, but to me that's a good holding pattern. And if we get 96.40 tomorrow, I think that could start to push up through 97.50. CAD Swissy had a good day. The CAD's strong. CAD's gaining strength. Just a little bit shuffling sideways. I'm just breaking above that trend line. 90.75 tomorrow is a buy, I think. To see if we can break that 50 EMA, daily 50 EMA. Aussie US, just nice bottoming shape, grinding higher, not doing a whole heap. Right. We haven't looked at the FTSE yet, so FTSE sideways to weak, I have to say. That's not a great close up there. Topping tails. RSI is coming off, so I need to. I've got a relatively close stop in that, so I'll just see how that goes. Dow. Data wasn't great today, but the lows were bought, and that's we're an hour and a half off the close, and that's seeing some buyers coming in. So if we break 15,600, that will step closer to that monthly R2, and the oil. This is basically a hammer on the 80 EMA, so we break that. We break 107.50 tomorrow. I think that could go back up to 110. But in the meantime, it's not a great chart. We're moving quite tight, relatively tight range for oil, between 105 and 108.50 roughly, give or take a few points. Okay, I'll leave it there. No, I won't. I'll just look at a couple of stocks just to see where the UK is heading. Tesco holding up high. Lloyd's just under the 70 mark. Premier Foods. Where's my Premier Foods? 90. Ooh, right into the 50%. Watch out for that on a gap fill at 84, because I think that's a buy. Rolls just sideways, holding above the daily 50, not doing a whole heap. And a couple of US stocks. Goldman's. Ooh, see where that closes. Low resistance up there. Google. Okay, so at the moment, obviously an hour and a half to go. Let's see if these stocks can get a little blast to the upside later on. Apple, shuffling sideways to low. Obviously we've got results on Thursday. Alright, leave it there. Thanks very much and see you tomorrow.